front of me. General, good to see you again and welcome. I also want to give a special thank you, in addition to all of the officials and dignitaries from around, to Bedico for the hard work. Bedico Manuel, please give her a round of applause. And you always run a terrible risk doing this, but I want to give a special thank you to Alice Scarborough, who is a protector, yes please, a protector of this environment that we are in tonight. So thank you so much. We live in an area where there's always sort of this dichotomy. While we're in a world where we have to be more and more self-reliant, we know that the alliances that last are built on regional approaches and trust, and there's no person with whom I share that more than the gentleman standing next to me, Mayor Fields. I want to tell you that there's been a lot that this area has faced over the years, from England Air Force Base to others. I also note with particular affinity, Mayor Fields, that long ago, we trained troops right here in our area, in our two cities, and indeed all the way to Avoyelles Parish where they were entertained. And those troops crossed the Great Pond, as it were, and freed a nation in World War II. And all of these things came out of this tremendous area where there is so much heritage, as Father Partain said. And I just want to say that we live in the richest area, in the richest state, with resources and people in the world, and in the best and greatest country in the world. And with that, I'll turn it over to Mayor Fields for his welcome, and then we'll read a proclamation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Roy. Let me take this opportunity to welcome all of you, particularly General Honore and many others, and particularly all of those who, for quite some time now, has obviously put forth quite an effort to make what is a great success that we are experiencing here on this evening. Particularly, it's an honor for us, like Mayor Roy Jacques has said, for us particularly to be involved in the kickoff of Louisiana Statehood, the Bicentennial celebration, and that's a great honor for us here in central Louisiana. And I hope I can speak not only for myself and the city of Pineville, but also for Mayor Roy Jacques and for many other of our local officials and other state officials who are representing Louisiana here tonight. It's interesting how things happen, and things happen because there's a reason that they happen. The Lord obviously always put people in interesting places. I had the opportunity earlier to meet a gentleman, and I won't try to pronounce his name, who's actually a mayor, or was a mayor in France, and that was quite an experience for me. He's sitting over in that area, and I won't expose him, but my pleasure to meet someone particularly from another country who shares some politically and the responsibilities that we all have, particularly as elected officials here, not only in central Louisiana and not only in the state of Louisiana, but throughout our nation. So my honor and my pleasure to meet that gentleman. But thanks to all of you, and like Jacques says, it's hard to see people and all the above or whatever, but I think this speaks for itself. And if you've not seen the cake, that is quite a cake. And, it's really interesting. But you know, to all of those, particularly those who are here representing the Lieutenant Governor's office, we appreciate your involvement, particularly for your responsibility and particularly Lieutenant Governor Gordon and his responsibility from the standpoint of tourism and promoting our state of Louisiana, and we really appreciate that. So with that, let me say again, welcome to all of you, particularly here in central Louisiana.
I'm a little shorter, Clarence, so we'll read this one.
But his letters are bigger also, and it also helps because I'm going to cheat a bit on him or whatever. So,
I want to say, Mark, congratulations on the cake, too. It literally brought to bear, you can have your cake and eat it too. And I walked up, I said, we're not going to eat this cake, are we? And he said, well, of course we're going to cut into it right after. I was like, oh, this is too beautiful. So all right, we call this sometimes the Clarence and Jacques show. So we'll start off. Clarence, you have the first one.
Okay, whereas the land that now comprises the state of Louisiana is made up of many cultures.
And whereas the great state of Louisiana was formed from land that originally started as part of a Louisiana Purchase in 1803.
And whereas in 1812, the United States of America admitted this land into the Union as the 18th state, becoming the state of Louisiana.
And whereas the Kent House of Alexandria, Louisiana, the oldest surviving residence of central Louisiana, served as the original kickoff celebration site in 2002 for the Bicentennial celebration of the Louisiana Purchase.
And whereas the Kin House of Alexandria has again been chosen to represent the citizens of the great state of Louisiana for the kickoff celebration site of the Bicentennial of Louisiana becoming a state.
And whereas the Kin House of Alexandria is one of Louisiana's greatest treasures and represents part of Louisiana's unique history and culture, now therefore we, Jacques M. Roy,
Clarence R. Fields,
the city of Alexandria,
and the city of Pineville,
do hereby proclaim
Tuesday,
November 29,
2011 as the
Louisiana
Statehood Bicentennial Celebration Kickoff Day.
Yeah.